An average child is always keen, very keen, to follow virtually everything the father does. You see an average child, he wants to wear the shoes of his father. Not minding that the shoe is far bigger than his leg in size. He will still proudly put his tiny legs and drag the big thing around the house. Every dear child is proud to be identified with his father. And it will be a thing of sadness when a child is by any means called a bastard. You can imagine the kind of impression, you can imagine what that provokes in an average child when he's referred to as a bastard. So, God expects of us that as his dear children and not bastards, we should follow, we should endeavor intentionally to do what? To imitate him. So the challenge for us in this season is not just to be carried away in all the felicitations and eating and drinking and dancing and all of that, but to recall to mind the need for us to be true followers of God. And the scripture has set for us the pattern, the example, the how to follow God or to imitate him. And I'm so glad tonight that in these two verses of the scriptures, we'll be able to see, at least for an example, how God will expect us to actually follow him. Praise the name of the Lord. I take that scripture again. It says, therefore, be imitators of God as their children, and walk in love as Christ also has loved us and given himself for us. Praise the name of the Lord. From this verse of scriptures, we could see God lays this demand on us to be followers, imitators. And in imitating Christ, in imitating God, God has set for us an example, a pattern in Jesus himself. Jesus has become to us the model as to how we should follow God, how we should imitate God. It says, and walk in love as Christ also has loved us. How do we follow God? How do we imitate God? By